Is the year 2023 going to be a bullish year for Bitcoin, and what's going to happen next? So as we've seen that from January 2023 onwards, Bitcoin has been on a short-term bull run whereby it has been rising out of what seems like an accumulation zone between 15 to 16K bottom. And recently, after Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank both collapsed, money have been flowing into Bitcoin because bank collapsing is seen as a sign that the traditional banking system is fragile. And Bitcoin was invented in 2009 as an alternative to the banking system, which was seen to be weak. So Bitcoin is decentralized, it is not controlled by any government or even the central bank. So it is seen as something separate from the traditional banking system. And people even call it digital gold. So gold is where people would seek in times like war or financial crisis. People see gold as a store of value. So even when you have stocks falling down during market crash, gold should still hold its value because it has tangible value. So people call it a safe haven asset. And some people also call Bitcoin digital gold because its value is supposed to be maintained throughout inflation as well, which is what we are dealing with right now, right? Prices are increasing everywhere. Your gasoline, your food prices are soaring in double digits. So this is what we are dealing with right now. A period of inflation, interest rate hikes, and now we have banks that are collapsing, and perhaps it may spread to a contagion where we have a widespread banking crisis. Not sure if that will happen, but let's see how the rest of the year plays out. Well, I think it would be a volatile year. Seriously, I think there would be some impact on financial markets that we would need to clear up for sure. So whether we are out of the woods yet, like it will be a total bull run from here, well, you know, there are still some downside risks and there are still some signs supporting that a bull run may just be near. So if you look at the year 2024, right, it is the year where Bitcoin will go through a halving event. So halving means that every 4 years, Bitcoin's supply, its new supply, will be cut in half, right? So this will continue every 4 years. Bitcoin's supply will be cut by half, by half, by half, by half every 4 years until the last Bitcoin is mined in the year 2140. So after that year, there will be no more new supply of Bitcoin, right? The maximum Bitcoin supply is only at 21 million Bitcoins. Because it is limited in supply, it is able to retain its value, and as its supply decreases, its value should increase, because this is the basic law of supply and demand, right? If supply declines over time but demand keeps increasing, then there will be pressure on the price to increase. So if we look at 2024, the halving event, it should be bullish for Bitcoin. So you may want to start buying Bitcoin before that. Then in 2023, we have signs that, well, there is a lot of instability in the financial system. It can be good or bad for Bitcoin. So as we saw in the recent banking crisis, this was seen as good, as a positive thing for Bitcoin, because people lost trust with banks, so they are moving their money to Bitcoin, to crypto instead. Digital banking apps have actually declined in the US, while crypto wallet and exchange app downloads have been increasing. So this is seen as a sign of confidence shifting towards Bitcoin and away from banks. However, if there is a widespread crisis, it may also bring Bitcoin down with it, depending on the context and the scale of it. because markets are very much correlated with each other. Especially we saw that across the past few years, the S&P 500 have been highly correlated with Bitcoin, because more institutional investors have been investing in Bitcoin as well. And also at the core of the economy lies the macroeconomic fundamentals that govern the whole economy, right? So if the economy itself is not strong, it would impact the financial system, the stock market, and probably also the cryptocurrency system, although it is decentralized. Why? Because cryptocurrency is seen as a risky asset. So if there are times of panic, people may not want to hold too much risky asset, so they may flock to safer assets like gold or even cash, although cash will lose value during periods of inflation like this. So it really depends on what will continue to play out. There are bullish, bearish signs for crypto market as a whole. If you're bullish already, you can perhaps start to buy, Bitcoin and other safer coins by dollar cost averaging. So dollar cost averaging just means that you buy a certain amount of the crypto every month consistently. So maybe this month you will be buying at a higher price. Let's say next month it crashes, you will be buying at a lower price, and you continue every month. So across the long term, you will actually be buying at an average price. Not too high, not too low, in the middle. That's fine, right? That helps you to manage your risk. So that is a way for you to manage your risk if you buy and invest for the mid to long term. If you want to trade Bitcoin or crypto, then you will need to manage your risks well as well. Don't over leverage, right? Especially during such a volatile period, you don't want to be trading with high leverage. So whether you want to trade, if you think it's going to be bullish, you can go long. If you think it's going to be bearish, you can go short. Either way, there are ways to still make money from crypto in both directions. So if you're interested in investing or trading crypto, do sign up for a Bybit account. The link is in the description section below. So if you use my link to sign up, let me know, message me or email me, and I will actually personally guide you and teach you how to use the platform and how to start your journey with cryptocurrencies. I will give you tips. And if you have already been trading or investing for a while, if you want some market analysis and updates, then you can consider subscribing to my Telegram group as well. Link is also in the description section below. So let us take a look at Bitcoin's weekly chart. So we had the all-time high here of close to about 69k US dollars, and then we have since fallen to a low of around 15k. And how long did we spend at this bottom zone, which I call the accumulation zone? Let's see. We spent about 200 plus days at this bottom zone before climbing out of it. And as of now, at the time of recording this video, Bitcoin is above 27k US dollars. Alright, so of course, typically I may like to see this accumulation zone last longer, perhaps even up to 1 year. So for this part, we have it around 200 plus days. I guess it is still okay, but I still need to see more factors to have a better confirmation. And we see that this here is a double bottom on the weekly chart. So double bottom is a bullish chart pattern. So after this pattern is completed, we do see that price rose after this pattern. And this week itself, because of all the banking failures that have happened due to Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank, we had this large spike, right, which brought Bitcoin from
about 21 plus K to more than 27K. And all these lines are my moving averages. So the green line is the 20-week moving average, and the yellow line is the 50-week, and orange line is the 100-week, and the red line is the 200-week moving average. So based on all these moving averages, Bitcoin seems to be crossing above all of it, which would typically be seen as a bullish sign if the price is above the moving averages, right? Okay, so and if we look at volume, along with the rise in Bitcoin's price, volume has also been increasing. So when we see price rise, we will want to see a steady rise or a significant rise in volume as well, in order to say that volume is respecting the price direction. Okay, so in this case, it looks as if volume is supporting the price. And if we look at RSI, RSI seems to be moving upwards as well. It would be seen to move towards the oversold zone. So above 70 would be oversold. Now we are still below, and it looks like we may just move towards that zone if Bitcoin continues to move higher. So what will it do in the meantime? Right? So there was a CME gap around 28.5K, around that area. So previously I've already forecasted that Bitcoin may very likely hit the 28K, 28 plus K zone just to fill the CME gap. And after filling the gap, maybe it might go down from here, or maybe it will go upwards to test the 30K level, and then maybe we drop from there, maybe we go up from there. So there are all sorts of possibilities, of course. So whether you take a short or a long, do manage your risks accordingly, alright?
So what do you think? Whether Bitcoin will be having a bullish year ahead? You're already confident, buying in for the bull run, waiting until the halving, or are you still staying on the sidelines monitoring, or are you actually shorting the market because you think there is more blood ahead? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below, and thank you for watching. Oh, leave a like on my video if you like videos like this, you know, on crypto and on macroeconomics on the US stock market. And I will see you in my next video. Do subscribe to my YouTube channel.